You know what? I don't want to pretend to climb into Carole Baskin's mind because I think it's a very dark place. It's who knows what she'll try.
Jeff and Lauren Lowe, the last time I talked to you guys, it was under very different circumstances. Thank you for joining us.
You're very welcome.
So, I suppose this is further proof that the Tiger King saga never stops stopping. Can you guys just tell us what your understanding is of what has happened to your zoo?
Well, we have anticipated this for almost 2 years. We, as soon as we came into the picture, Carole kind of automatically wrapped us under the same umbrella as Joe, and she tried to get me included in his judgment for $1 million. I think she suspected I could pay it when Joe never could, so she fought long and hard and wasted a lot of money to get me named in her lawsuit. And it ended up, we knew this was happening. We'd been prepared for it. That's why we went down to Thackerville and acquired the new land and started building a new zoo. And, it's always been our intention to leave this place. We don't particularly like it here because of its geographical location. It's not a great place for a business. It was poorly constructed. So, we're happy to let her have it.
Yeah. It's interesting for me to hear you say you're happy. I wanted to ask, what is your reaction to this ruling? Emotionally, initial reactions.
Well, yeah, what took so long? No, no.
Is that
it? No, we had already planned to be moving anyways, and to go move down to Thackerville and leave this place because there's so many, way to put it, skeletons here, Joe's skeletons, and it's good to leave it all behind. We want a fresh start for the animals and for us and for everyone else, and this is the best way to do it. So let her have it. She'll feel right at home.
And it's the next place is so much better for the animals. Joe built this place as a speed breeding facility. Yeah. It wasn't built for the long care life of a tiger. And the cages are too small. The cages are kind of barren. And the new place, everything is huge. We have trees in the enclosures, and it's just going to be so much more peaceful for the animals.
More of a natural habitat for them.
Yeah, that's more so why we're anxious to get out of here. We can't wait to see the animals take their first steps into these enclosures. That some of these guys have been locked in 20 by 20 cages for 10 and 15 years. And he just didn't care. And our philosophy is we don't care about the TV show. We don't care about Carole Baskin. We care that these animals finally get the life that they deserve, and that's why we're anxious to get down to Thackerville.
Yeah. It's interesting to hear you guys say you're going to leave behind this property that has these skeletons on it. I mean, I remember the last time I talked to you, it was kind of the question of how much more will potentially come out about things Joe did, about potentially things Carole did. Do you think Carole's interested in getting onto the property to literally look around, dig things up, search for things there?
You know what? I don't want to pretend to climb into Carole Baskin's mind because I think it's a very dark place. It's who knows what she'll try. She accuses us of exploiting animals, and my suspicion is she'll come here and she'll try to open up the Joe Exotic Park, and she'll exploit this animals and sell tours.
Yeah.
She'll turn this into the Graceland of Oklahoma, and I wish her all the luck in the world, and she can have this 16 acres of haunted memories.
Why do you think she wants it? Why has she been so vigilant and adamant and spent money to get it?
Why would she spend $2.5 million fighting Joe for 5 or 6 or 7 years to obtain $1 million judgment? Nothing that she does makes any sense. And that's money that was donated to Big Cat Rescue to take care of her animals. So I hope that, what comes out of this is that her donors who have handed her thousands upon thousands of dollars over the years who recognize now exactly what she's been doing with the money. It's not gone to her animals, because if she comes here, she's got a much better facility than she's got down in Tampa. And it's sad that she just doesn't seem to care about the animals as much as she did about taking Joe down and now closing this zoo.
So I know you're saying, look, just let her have it. We're ready for our new zoo. But at the end of the day, is this fair? Is it fair that Carole has wound up with this property?
You know what? I don't know that it's fair that Carole ever got a judgment against Joe. What he did, I think he would have beaten that case had he stuck with it and not run out of money. He didn't cause Carole any financial loss, and that would have been. Was he guilty of trademark infringement? Sure. All right, now Carole has to establish a monetary loss, and I don't think she could have. His stupid little magic show that was traveling the malls did not adversely affect her bottom line. So she would have had to prove in damages to obtain a judgment like that. But when Joe doesn't show up to defend it, you know what happens. You know, the maximum penalty can be assessed against him. So I don't think it's fair that he had $1 million judgment against him. But in all fairness, if you know, she did win and she beat him and this was his asset, he transferred it illegally to keep her from getting it. So I understand the dynamics. I understand the law and the mechanism that got us here. But, you know, that's how much we just don't care about this place, that I don't have any concerns that Carole's coming in here. And
but I did see you guys.
We're going to gift wrap it for her before we leave.
I was going to ask, what will the zoo look like when she gets it?
Complete hell. I mean, because I'm not taking care of it, and as we leave, so the bamboo is about taking this place over, and she has no idea the amount of work it is to keep this park up.
And I saw you guys
Maybe
release
she'll find free volunteers. Maybe find all
She's
these
going to need a lot more
free
blue
employees,
shirts.
you know?
it sounds to me like you still stand true to how you felt last time I spoke to you, which is that you guys feel she is not someone in it for the conservation, that she's in all this for the money.
She's in it for the money.
Absolutely.
Absolutely for the money. Yeah. She's got more rental homes than Donald Trump. And I just, you know, you got to do what you do and do it well and focus on your cause. And if her cause is to liberate tigers in captivity, then why the hell has she got 30 or 40 tigers in captivity? You lead by example. You don't lead by hypocrisy. And that's her entire life. And you know what? I can't say a lot, but there's a lot more coming up for Carole Baskin that we know of. And I think this zoo will probably just grow over and disappear because she's going to have her hands full real soon.
With what?
He's got to stop talking.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Will we potentially see you guys on Netflix again?
You know what? They have been trying to get us to go on to, they've been labeling it season 2.
I wouldn't say it's the Netflix, but the producers that did the show has been trying to get contact with us.
We don't trust them. We told them we didn't want to participate in any further episodes with them, that we were going off and doing something on our own. And you know, when you sign to do something else, you also sign away a lot of your abilities to do things, you know, outside of that contract. So, you know, if they want us, they're going to have to carve something out with the content group to allow it. And I just don't see us trusting. I could show you my phone. They text me every single day begging me to trust them again, apologizing for doing us wrong and showing us in the light that they showed. And they're so sorry that we got death threats and vandalism at the park. So, you know, we'd like to finish this story, but not on their terms.
How does the handoff of the zoo go? Do you leave the keys somewhere and Carole picks them up? Is there any way that you would see her in person or have to sign things over?
We're like a Walmart. We never lock the doors.
We'll leave a treasure map. I won't say how we had to leave it.
I'm like,
we'll super glue the keys inside the doors so she doesn't lose them.
I'm thinking right now, there's no way you're picking up the final tiger and lion poop before you leave. That's gonna stay.
Nah, probably not. Okay. We'll probably leave it here.
You know, Carole, do you think I saw you guys release a statement, and I think it said something like, especially considering you're the ones who helped bring to light that Carole's life was in danger, that you're a little blown away by this. Can you tell me a little more about that feeling?
Well, you know what? You'd think that a person would appreciate the fact that her nemesis was taken out of the game completely, and not blame the people who did it, because we in all reality, we saved her life. Joe had certain plans to take her out. He knew exactly where he wanted it done. It was on a bicycle trail, and he watched her videos daily where she wore her Google glasses down this bicycle trail, and that's where he planned to hit her. So when Lauren and I came back and we learned of all these things, and I said, you know what, he works here, he lives here. I'm not going to be involved in this when it happens. So, we went to James Garrettson, and we told him, you got to call Carole and get her. We need to open a line of communication with Carole, and in the meanwhile, tell her not to ride that bicycle path and alone. So, you know what, you think she would be a little more appreciative of somebody who saved her life, but that shows you what kind of woman she is. She's just anybody who ever helped Joe is an enemy to Carole Baskin.
Well, what message would you have to Carole, if any, today with this ruling?
You know what, Carole, we hope this puts an end to your
Spite.
to your spite and to your hatred. I've got
And the greed.
I've got nothing, for you. I've got nothing against you. You do your thing, I'll do mine. And in the end, we'll let the public decide who takes better care of their animals and who is more genuine in their concern for the care of the animals. The simple fact that we let people touch a baby tiger does not make us evil people. And that's what she wants you all to believe. But we have thousands of people that show up here every year who disagree with her completely. And the only way that people are really going to care about the survival of a species is if they actually experience what that species is like. And we truly believe that. We don't make a lot of money doing the cub petting. I promise you we don't. But we get a lot of people here, and it changes their lives. I mean, it truly changes these lives. And most of our people who come here are vet students or in the animal industry and some animal school for some type of animal care. And, they're truly here to experience something that they can't experience anywhere else.